What you doing, son?
Fine.
Hey, you ain't been over at the smokehouse, have you?
No.
No?
No.
You expect me to believe that?
Yeah.
Hey folks, Michael McGee here. Some of you folks that's been following us have only seen this smokehouse. And you think that's the only smokehouse I've got. Well, it is the only smokehouse I've got. But did you know that this smokehouse used to be standing right there in the form of a tree, and I had a different smokehouse right here. Slightly reduced in size and not near as nice. This was a red oak that was standing right there. This was a poplar that was standing right there. The red oak hit the poplar and to come right on down and set so gently up on my old smokehouse. And that's where we got the wood to build this one. And that didn't happen very long ago. But I've got so many new followers, you probably haven't seen it yet, but now you know. Today is the day that we're gonna go in this smokehouse and we're gonna get out our bacon for our August. Yes, indeed, August test to show how salted and smoked bacon will last without refrigeration in the summertime, at least in mid 90-degree weather. We're not down in Texas. We don't have 106, 108. But I'm confident that it would work. I just can't say because it's not been that hot here. And let me say, I am so glad. People have been mentioning how I cut my bacon by hand and are a little bit surprised. That has everything to do with the Victorinox knife. I've got them in the descriptions if you want one. To get them so sharp that they do so well, I use the Warthog. It's unbelievable. I've got it in the description as well. Any dummy can do this right here. These have springs on them, go back and forth. Any dummy like Michael McGee can sharpen his knife. You don't have to have tons of experience. When you get done sharpening it, wipe off what little residue's there, you're good to go. Let's get some bacon. All right, as you can see in the smokehouse, we have two bacons, and they look vastly different. One, Mangalitsa bacon that was heavily smoked, and two, a wild hog bacon that was heavily salted and lightly smoked. And I can say the wild hog bacon didn't even come here until summer, so it was cured in the refrigerator with a lot of salt, a little extra, and then thrown in here and smoked for about a day, day and a half. But this is the Mangalitsa bacon that we have had here all spring, all summer. And that's the one we're going to focus on today. Will we have another bacon video after this year, this summer? I don't know. Because I know Frank, he loves eating that bacon. It's kind of hard to keep him out of here. I've had to really keep an eye on this smokehouse like you wouldn't believe, because as you know, it's bound to become a problem, the pilferation of such bacon. And I've had help from somebody on here that pointed it out to me and got me aware of the problem. Awareness is the key, folks. So anyway, let's get into cutting this bacon. We're going to slice it up and fry it and see if bacon is good in August that's been hanging without refrigeration. We've got it sliced. It's ready to fry up. You might have noticed there's a little bit of mold on this bacon when I pulled it out. That's not a problem. That's no reason to throw it away. All you have to do is wash it off. I recommend washing it off with hot water because this bacon grease, this bacon fat will melt a little bit with that hot water and take off that outer layer along with that mold. Now I have hung it back up in here after I cut it off. But since I have washed it with water, even though I patted it dry, it's still going to mold faster now. So I'm going to be using it up. You probably won't see us eat no more of that bacon, but it's time to get up there and fry this right now. I want you to look. Cured bacon that's been hanging in here for months. Let's do it. Skillet, fire, bacon.
What more do you need? Bacon. This is Mangalitsa bacon. That means it is good stuff. Everybody get you one. Frank, he's pretending like that's his first piece today. We all know better. Now, that is really good. That's top notch right there. One of the biggest things that I noticed is after it hangs in there for several months, when you cook it, it retains its size. It don't shrivel down to nothing. That's been one of the things I have fought with is this bacon shriveling down to nothing. That fixed it. Did you see that? He pretended like he didn't want it and then he went for it. That's what you call a habitual baconator. This is our August edition. I don't know if we'll have a September edition or not. We do have a wild hog bacon hanging in the smokehouse. And you never know around here when a bacon may happen to show up on the plate. Ain't that right, Frank? Mm-hmm. You never know when a bacon thief is going to show up on the plate, too. But that's beside the point. This was delicious. You don't have to have refrigeration to have good bacon on your property. There's the smokehouse. Here's the boys that make it all possible. If you want to see us build that smokehouse, I'm going to put a link to that video in the descriptions of this video and possibly pin it in the comments because a lot of people have not seen it. Like the whole world hasn't seen it except for a few thousand people. More people need to see the boys build that. So we're going to get out of here. We hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video. What were you trying to make them say? You're ashamed of yourself.